Our project title is the Mining Periodic Frequent Patterns. Problem statement: mining the frequent items at mining is very useful, but it cannot be used to find the patterns that appear periodically in the database. In many domains such as the market basket analysis, discovering periodic behavior reveals the many important information such as the customer's purchasing behavior, etc. Traditional studies on periodic frequent pattern mining identifies the periodic pattern by measuring the number of records between the transactions rather than the relying on the actual timestamp of the transactions. The proposed model considers the time elapsed between the consecutive transactions rather than the number of records between them. By doing so, we can find the periodic frequent patterns easily. Objectives: our first objective is converting the given transaction database into the format suitable for processing. The format is nothing other than the vertical format. To find the periodic time interval list. The periodic time interval list is the time interval list where the patterns are periodically occur in the given database. And next one is the mining the periodic frequent patterns. And the outcome: the vertical database is generated and the periodic time interval list can be generated. It can be used to mine the local periodic patterns. Local periodic pattern is nothing other than the patterns that appear periodically in the some non-predefined time intervals. And next outcome is the generation of the local periodic patterns. And system architecture: we have to given as the input of the is the transaction database that is given to the data pre-processing modules, and the output of the data pre-processing module is the vertical database, and that vertical database is given as an input to the next module that is a finding periodic time interval list, and the output of that module is the PTL. The PTL is nothing other than that time interval list, and that list is used as an input to the third module, mining frequent local periodic patterns, and the output of that module is the local periodic frequent patterns. These are the three major modules present in our project. We have used the two algorithms, namely the PFPM breadth and PFPM depth. PFPM is the periodic frequent pattern mining. Breadth that is the breadth first search, and depth means simply nothing other than depth first search algorithm to find the patterns that appear periodically in the database. We have successfully implemented these two algorithms, and for in the Eclipse IDE, for implementing these algorithms, we have used the transaction as online retail transactions. Here in this transactions, each integer represents the unique item ID, unique items, and the number after the pipe symbol denotes the timestamp value, that is a unique timestamp value. On running this algorithm, for this kind input on running this algorithm, we get a total frequent items at count as a 225. For both depth and breadth also, we get the same output, and the time taken for the process to execute is the 1300, which is little bit greater in a priori than Eclipse. Memory usage is greater in the depth first search than in breadth search.